Watch your back.
The most terrifying matchup. Do I keep old Harry? I think I do. You're a wizard. Probably gonna be Guy into Mustard. It's pretty tough. If he's gonna do this though, it's gonna be Guy into Guy. Actually, he might play Fan. Attack Chow, play Fan. That would make sense. I wouldn't want to play Fan unless the opponent played Muster though. Unless I had two Fans. No, I think it is... It might be fine. Might regret it. Do I coin Blessing of Kings? That might actually be a good play. Well, if he plays a 3-3, I coin True Silver. Coin Blessing of Kings.
Sorry about
I think that's worth. The chances that I True Silver, they're significant. And yeah, I will always True Silver next turn. Bash him. Bash that face in. Wapow. It's not bad for me. Blade Flurry used. Sometimes I get fanned. Oh well. Zombie Child Blessing Kings did some work there. Got Blade Flurry Eviscerate. Those are, I'd say I traded up there. And I got in some damage. It's gonna be a Fan of Knives. Whatever. Squelch. Take that.
That belongs in a museum. For justice.
I've got a good 6, 7, 8, so I'm feeling hopeful about this game. And I have the Consecration, so Violet Teacher isn't a big priority to be removed. So I think 6, 7, 8 almost always happens. Yeah, almost always.
Pay attention, class.
Sap would be funny. Eviscerate though. Alright.
I'm ready to learn. For justice.
I have no time for games.
It's not too shabby for me. Sylvanas does 5 to the face and kills a Violet Teacher.
This guy's toast.
I think if he had Sap, he'd have been very tempted to play it. I think I play Tyrion next turn. Yeah. Flurry number 2. Fan used already also.
This guy's toast.
Here, if I have a legitimate other play, it might actually be better. Don't see one though. I should have enough time to like Tyrion, and then if he saps, I Tyrion again. That's fine. And then if he saps, I Tyrion again. Fine. It's down to only a few cards in hand. It's looking very good. Goot goot. If I had suspected sap, perhaps... Oh. And that is sap. Okay. possibly worth considering would be, last turn would have been True Silver. He would need exactly a heal to stay in it.
For justice! Follow the rules!
Maybe last turn. True Silver, shielded minibot would have been better than Tyrion, but I had to read that he didn't have sap because Sylvanas didn't get sapped. Fire, he did have a kind of painless way to kill Sylvanas. No, that's kind of painful. Yeah, I would have sapped in that situation.
So many.
My play is fine. Trump needs a troll overlay so you don't see the right cards.
Choose soon.
I'll actually tell you something that's along those lines. When there were a lot of warlocks, I was considering putting a Sacrificial Pact in my deck. And then, like, having the deck list be different. That's kind of silly. Right. Here, have a consecration, my fiend.
Where's my cat? For justice!
Really happy to win against a rogue. It's a pretty bad matchup. 11. Is 11 good enough to hold? Well, I went from, 17 to 11. But, honestly, getting to 17 is pretty hard also. If 17 goes to 11, then that means whoever was... So whoever's like 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, when they drop, they would just need one win to get to 11. If I assume that 16, 15, 14, 13, 12 are all willing to play the game, and like 60% of them win, then that means like I become 14. Then I have to consider, like, am I willing to settle for top 30? Honestly, given how disastrously this month, I mean, how much effort I put into this month, I would hate to get 0 BlizzCon points. But I also understand that big risks might need to be taken in order to ensure more points. Honestly, it's late enough that I can just call it a day, though. Make sure he gets at least enough points to qualify for the last chance tournament. That's true. Like, if I simply stop here, top 30 is probably good, because top 30 is 25 to 22 to 17 to 11. So I've got 1, 2, 3 wins on top 30. I mean, that doesn't even really... it kind of loses that. I should have... Well, the problem with not stopping 3 days ago is that I didn't know how the movement worked, how many people were here. Getting 2 points to qualify doesn't make sense. Like, maybe this month, since I literally... Well, no. Well, yes, I literally didn't break the top 50 until 3 days ago. That might be good enough. Check your rank now and see how it's changed in the last 20 minutes. It won't change in 20 minutes. Aha! I made it to rank 10! Variance. That doesn't make me feel better. I suspect that I'm going to have to play tomorrow, but it's probably going to be close. Hey guys, welcome to a late night special of Trump 2 hours before the ladder resets for the month. I've fallen to rank 18, and from rank 10 yesterday. The goal is to hit top 20, so I'm going to be forced to play here. Good luck to me. Here we go.
You asked for it.
I will.
They're up against a mage. It's a good sign. This deck tends to be pretty good against Tempo Mage, which is the most common version. Oh, that's a good hand. If it's Tempo Mage. If it's Freeze Mage. Oh man, if this is Tempo Mage, please.
Well met.
I couldn't ask for much of a better hand.
Put this apple on your head.
I still hope it's Tempo Mage. Or Mech Mage. One time. Don't be a weird Freeze Mage. Why are you a Freeze Mage? Why? Let's try to beat this guy up.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
Maybe it's a Tempo Mage still. That would be the dream. It's not a Tempo Mage. The good news is this is a pretty aggressive hand.
The battle for justice.
Wow, 12 on turn 4. I think that's good when you're a hunter. I'm a paladin, and I actually have a lot of board presence here. Technically he's at 17 because of the zombie chat. Oh! It's Mech Mage! I win! 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god! Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, I'll take this one.
The battle for justice.
Luck of the draw, boys. Alright, let's see if that's good enough to last. Trump that. It's 11:30 p.m. There's 30 minutes left in the season. Let's see how we're doing. Apparently it's May, so we're going from May to June. Not June to July, like I said earlier. Missed it by a month. Paladin did me well. I'm currently sitting at rank 16, so all I have to do is not lose 4 ranks, not lose more than 4 ranks in order to get top 20. Since top 20 gets sweet 30 BlizzCon points. I did at one point fall to rank 18 from the last update of rank 15, and I played one more game and I actually won it, so pretty good. So we're just going to chill for the last 30 minutes, and this is kind of a chill. I get to show off my rank. We get to kind of worry together, see if it holds up. I think it will. I don't think it's going to be at 16. It's probably going to drop to like 17 or 18. Kind of scary, but hey everyone. Yeah, consider this kind of an ask me anything moment or whatnot. This season I played a lot of Hearthstone, so I guess we'll get the discussion rolling with how many games of Hearthstone I played. This season I played 763 games of constructed Hearthstone. That is a lot of games. By far the most I've ever played. 763 divided by 30. That's like 25 games per day. I suppose like if you added in Arena, I might have played somewhat similar. The win rate. The win rate is surprisingly low. I was surprised when I calculated it. My total record is 443. 320. That is 763 games played. And that is a meager 58.1% win rate. So I might be the worst win rate, which is Legend. It's possible that I am the worst win rate, which is Legend 16 right now, this month. Everyone I talk to is super surprised that I have such a bad win rate. I'm a little shocked because it is an ELO system, but mostly, I mean, I had a very high win rate at the end. I believe that the ELO system counts even before you hit Legend, but I think at some point, like, I had lost so many games that my ELO was so low that it couldn't actually go that much lower. And when I was really low, like, we're talking, like, I played so many games this season to hit Legend, and I went into Legend at, like, the fairly low, what is it, 300 to 400 rank. It was a tough month. These will be my first BlizzCon points. Start collecting them this month. And I think next month I'm going to aim to get to... Well, next month is tricky because Kriparian, by the way, is gone for June 2nd to June 8th. And that's something around there. I'm going to be doing the same travel to the same place as Krip. How many BlizzCon points do you need? You need enough to beat out other people. I actually don't know the entire details myself. Oh man, we have an Asuna cosplay going on. I'll have to check that out. One of my favorite anime. One of my... I don't want to say favorite character, but it's a good anime. Recheck rank. Alright, let's see. 16, and 10 minutes later we are still 16. That's good. What deck did I hit Legend with? Well, I primarily played Handlock this month. The amount of Warlock I played was staggering. Warlock... it wasn't always Handlock, but my Warlock games, I went 225 and 145. And my Savior, the Paladin deck, did I even play... Was it all this week? Was it all the last 7 days? What really brought me over was this Paladin. I went 47 and 19. Or in percentages, this is like 71.2% win rate. And this Warlock is, what is this, 60.8%? Wait, how do I have such a low win rate if these two decks are so high? Oh, it's because I played Hunter for so long. Scumbag Hunter. And I practiced Patron Warrior a bit. It explains my bad win rate here, because I played so much Hunter and Warrior, which are just really not my thing. Well, Patron Warrior, to be specific. Fun statistic. Over the last 7 days, I am 20 and 3 with this Paladin deck. Also known as an 87% win rate. That's pretty good. Why do you think Handlock performs so well in the current meta? Let's see, looking at the overall stuff here. With Handlock, I had an above 50% win rate against every class. So, I mean, it just does well as a basic deck. Surprisingly, my lower win rates were against Warrior? Well, I believe I played a good amount of Zoo. It was... I don't know the exact breakdown since I only keep track of... I could find out, but it's too much hassle at the moment. If fortune smiles upon you and you do make it to BlizzCon this year, will it be the biggest event of your pro gaming career? Yeah, probably. Can you comment on how hard it is to make top 20? Oh, it is really difficult. A few of my streamer friends made it to Legend for the first time this month, and that's also difficult to pull off, but getting to top 100 Legend, that's really hard. Tell us about your off-stream win. I did record it, so you guys will see the last game I played this month. Still 16. It was actually a big stump. I had the perfect Paladin hand. I actually don't really know what my opponent was doing. What are your predictions for the meta next season? What decks do you think will be big in a few weeks? I'm gonna make a kind of a stretch, and I think that Paladin is gonna come back. And if it doesn't come back, I'll make it come back. Well, not necessarily. I think it's gonna be more of the same. A lot of Hunters, both mid-range, face, and the hybrid. There's gonna be... I mean, this season there was really a lot of diversity. 3 types of hunters, and within each of the hunter class varieties there's so many different decks. Handlock's good, Zoo's good, there's the more aggressive Zoo, the more demon Zoo. Handlock, there's even that Malagos deck. We've got Ramp Druid, we've got Normal Druid, Freeze Mage, Tempo Mage, Mech Mage. Shaman's still not that popular. Priest, by the way, could also be a big deck. It's possible. A lot of good decks. I think the meta's got all of them. Best low elo deck. I recommend Zoo, Mech Mage, Druid. Just basic concepts. How are you preparing for Challenge Stone? It's not really a format that can be prepared for. Switch gameplay mode to casual in case you queue up by accident? Alright, sure. I could accidentally press the button and lose. That's good insurance. What do you think it would take for Shaman to be more viable? It's hard to say. It's outclassed in a lot of different ways by other classes. Needs better cards, I suppose. Do you think Shaman is going to make a comeback at all in the next few seasons? Possible. Like, I don't think Shaman is that much weaker than other classes, if it is. But the thing is, even a little bit more weaker makes a class bad, of course. What would being in the finals at BlizzCon feel like for you? That would be so awesome. In my Paint My Life video, last year, rather. Wow, June's coming up. Yeah, I created that Paint My Life video almost exactly 11 months ago. I talked about how seeing the BlizzCon finals actually kind of inspired me to... Wait, am I getting my timeline wrong? I'm definitely getting it wrong. Okay, well, it happened after, but I went to BlizzCon 2014's finals, or BlizzCon 2014 Hearthstone, and seeing them play it out really inspired me to step it up. Unfortunately, January, February, March, April, none of those 4 months did I manage to make anything happen. And, you know, these points, they may not even be enough. Like, they're only a small amount. I'm going to need to earn more points in June and July and August. There's still 3 more months. I think if I place highly in all 3, I still have a chance. Anyways, that's my goal. I can say that I did try during the last 4 months, but either through lack of time, or not enough dedication to Constructed, or just simply not having enough play skill, or not choosing the right decks or whatnot, I never made it to the top, but I think we're going to start something this month. Are we going to see more random things with Trump with these points in the bucket? Well, they're only 20 points in. I'm going to need a lot more points in order to like score highly, so it's always going to be, in these next 3 months, priority get high legend, and then should I make it there, more arena and more other stuff. Have you not played a lot of arena this month? Can we expect more arena next month? I actually kind of answered that during the thing. I did not play very much arena this month. I do miss it. Hopefully it takes me less time to get to legend next month. But I am traveling June 2nd to 8th. Well, I mean, I'm traveling a very small amount. Hopefully I'll be able to I should be able to find the time to play Hearthstone. Not sure if I'll be able to stream it, but I will play it. Do you think a player needs to dedicate themselves to playing Hearthstone full-time to make top 100 legend? No. What you need to do is have a really high win rate. So you need to play a really good deck and you need to play it well. Like, so many of my games, I think if I look to... I should look this up. In fact, I will look it up right now. Does anyone remember about what day I hit legend? I know it was really late. It was certainly like at least halfway through the month. Actually, by looking at these portraits, I should be able... Oh my gosh, May 18 was it? So May 1 to May 18. And I know after I hit legend, I gave like a little analysis of my games. I'm gonna just look up my VOD real quick here. Rank 1, I'm the first to play it in a turn. There we
Oh,
go.
that must...
207, 164 were my stats. That was really bad. And I commented on that. So I played, what was it? 207, 164, 371 games to get to Legend. That's actually really bad. But, in my defense, I was playing like Patron Warrior when I was quite bad at, and I was playing some kinds of hunters, which apparently I was bad at. I don't really know. Alright, 9 minutes left. I'm actually a little surprised to still be rank 16. So, yeah, in case you didn't know, similar to Crip's casting, but I'm actually, for once, I won some kind of tournament thing this month. The qualifier to play in the ESL tournament. So I, along with 15 other really good players, will be traveling to Burbank, California to play this weekend. Like a Sunday, so in like about 6 days? But we're going there pretty early for like photo stuff and setting up and whatnot. With the ladder reset coming, do you have any tricks up your sleeve to reach Legend rank? What's your strategy to get through the ranks fast? There's two schools of thought. One, play a fast deck. For example, Face Hunter. Two, just play something with a high win rate. And my plan would be play something with a high win rate. If I wanted to super try hard, I think I would go with Paladin, given how well it's done in getting me up here. I usually like to spend the first few days trying out new decks so I can get better at those. How do you name your decks, like when to put 1.3 instead of putting 2.0? Honestly, it's a little arbitrary. From here on out, I'm just incrementing it by 0.1 each time, but like the damage has been done. Do you think the overload mechanic for Shaman does more harm than good? Do you think that's why Shaman is weaker? Well, I mean, overload is clearly worth something, but perhaps it's not worth as much as Blizzard thought it was. There was actually a good Reddit post about this, which I was just reading like today. But yeah, the too long didn't read of it is perhaps it just wasn't as good as Blizzard thought it would be. What do you think of Oil Rogue in the high ranks? I think it's good. Are you aware of your effect on the meta? No. It's hard to say what my effect is. You played Control Warrior in a lot of tournaments. Will you ever bring it over to ladder? The reason why I played in so many tournaments is because tournament players seem to like playing Oil Rogue more. That was my primary reason for bringing it to the recent tournaments. It also happens to be good against Patron. That's not reflected in the ladder metagame, so if the ladder metagame were to be more Oil Rogue-ish and more Patron Warrior-ish, I would probably bring more Control Warrior. Although I would probably bring Handlock more. I think it's more of because I can't bring Handlock twice to tournaments. Not to say I'm going to be playing Handlock, but given how much I've played it, like it seems like a pretty obvious choice, right? I do have this zoo. Ooh. Refresh. Yep. Did Koroneko just gain and therefore I dropped to 17? That's scumbag. Hit 11 from 22? He jumped that many ranks? What the? Well, whatever. You just gotta hold this for 4 more minutes. Any good substitutions for Sylvanas and Harrison in your 2 battles? 6.8 deck. Europe's number 2 player, Legend, and he held number 1 for some time. I was actually surprised to learn that he dropped to number 2 on the final day. Ran the same list, except he also ran an Azure Drake instead of Harrison Jones, so that's an easy change. Sylvanas is too good not to include. Well, actually, you can replace Sylvanas with something else. Probably some kind of big card. Did I drop to 18? Really? Nope, still 17. Sweet. What do you think about adding damage/healing over time cards? I was reading an article where they actually did consider putting damage over time in the Warlock class in the Hearthstone beta. Or alpha. It wasn't done. It can be done. Like Ragnar's, for example, is damage over time, kind of, right? Do you expect Black Knight to be common again given the popularity of Handlock? Well, it depends on whether or not Handlock is actually popular. I don't think Handlock is that popular to justify it. How much of your strategy comes from statistics? How much comes from feel? Will you play a deck you don't feel as strong if statistics prove otherwise? Absolutely. In fact, in the qualifier into the ESL tournament, which I'm going to next month, I brought a deck because someone posted statistics of it. I'd never played it before. It was the Hybrid Hunter. So I was one of the first ones to play that in a tournament. And it was a good choice. Alright, 11:59. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Okay, we're still good. We can't do anything about this. Oh my gosh. Alright, hold, boys. Hold. Really? Oh man! We can't do anything at this point. We're just gonna, like... We're gonna see how this goes. Oh, well, I think I ended at 19. Maybe. I don't know for certain whether I finished at 19 yet. I don't know 100%. But, think it should be 19. Maybe 20? Maybe I went to 18 if someone lost? Anyways, restart the game. Alright, let's see. Drum roll.
Oh, it's good to see.
That told me nothing. I knew that. Thanks for nothing. Guys, I hit legend. Did you know that?